Hey everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you could make it. Right now we're going to be looking at the Vibe speaker range for car audio, and we're going to be looking at the very first part of the range which I felt would be necessary or relevant for everybody to look at, and that is the new 6-inch Slick 2 Vibe speaker. Yogi's audio visual. These guys are cool. The Vibe Coaxial 6-inch Slick speaker. So these are the Series 2. As you can see, it comes with this grid, which you can remove the frame and pop that back in there. All lines up very nicely. And let's just take that out of the way for now and let's start talking about the speaker. This little speaker is two-way coaxial speaker, 6.5 inch. It's 165 millimeters in diameter, and it gives you an RMS rating of 80 watts, and it's a 240 watt maximum power output. This has a really nice magnet on the back. It looks very good. It's got a nice coating on it. It's almost like a mottled sort of spray that they put on you. Almost like a little, it's not rubberized, but it's got a great texture to it. So this is a very good quality speaker in my opinion. It's got a paper dome here, a little tweeter in the middle, and a nice rubber edge here. So your mounting for this would be 142 millimeters. If that's going to be different to your current car, you'd have to get an adapter for that. So have that in mind, that it'll be an extra cost when you do that, because most car suppliers don't supply that as included in the deal, but rather as an extra. Okay, the sensitivity is 94 dB, which is relatively good, and your frequency is between 54 Hz and 25 kilohertz for this speaker. So it's a really good mid-range to high-end speaker, and it goes into 4 ohms, so there you go. The mounting depth is 61 millimeters, so make sure you've got 61 millimeters to actually put the speaker into your car door, but they're designed for car doors for today's vehicles, so it should work. I think some of the older vehicles, I think the Golf, VW Golf, the very first Golfs have got very shallow doors, so you'd have to be aware of that when it comes to certain speakers. This speaker to me would be the type of speaker that you'd put in as an aftermarket speaker, which will just take your standard unit that you've got in your vehicle, and this will just upgrade it. So you'll have a really nice upgrade from your standard system. So you could put this mostly onto most amps that are already pre-built into your car head piece. It will drive it perfectly fine. However, they do recommend that you get a little amp, which is called a Slick S4 V2. So that is a good amp for wanting to take the sound that you want to create and push it through into these speakers. And your sound that will come out will be clearer, and the voice will be better, and the instruments will be clearer, and it will just be a much better all-round sound. You'll have enough power to drive it. So remember, if you're going to get this, perhaps you should think about getting a little amp which goes right behind the radio in the vehicle. So there's no invasive space that needs to be taken up to get this done. The branding side of it has been done extremely well. It looks very fancy, looks very professional, and the sound is extremely good that comes out of these speakers, especially at the price. So if I have to look at the specifications, if I have to look at the build quality, if I look at the price range, which is $799 at Yogi's, so don't forget to get down to Yogi's, yeah? Yogi's is in Stellenbosch, and these guys do audio and visual. And go chat to Jeeton. Jeeton's the owner, he's been in the business for a long time, as you know already. And go check them out, they can do the installation for you, give you a quote. So this is one up from entry level, great value for money because it's only $799, whereas your other speakers, which are not as good quality as this, are only about 150 Rand cheaper. And I would say spend the extra 150, get 4 of these guys into your car, and you'll be so surprised at how good the sound is. British made, really good speakers. I give these an 8.5 out of 10 for price, build quality, sound, and design. Thank you for checking out my channel today. I really appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comments below. I'll also put a link in the bio so that you can go check out where to get all these products. Cheers.